guys, Tales of Turam here with another session. Today we are doing Draconia.
Yeah.
This is going to be a side story, a side session of Draconia. If you recall last time, the party had beaten the hag and had begun to make their way on a journey towards the ship that had been departed towards them. Eventually finding their way there, they had a little bit of a scuffle with each other, and eventually it came to be that Gesh's character was turned into a female drow, and he got really bitchy about it. So I told him ways he could change it back, and he decided out of game, because we had ended it and he got really bitchy about it, that we were going to allow him to steal the mirror because he rolled high enough, and he then used it to turn himself into a Fudanari dragonborn female with 2 penises and a vagina. So the once feared captain of the guard, Gesh, the silver dragonborn, the blade of Draconia, is now a cute little woman with 2 large dicks.
You're making me really stupid about this.
Oh yeah, and then Moros commanded Eotis to shit himself. And he did. And then they made some bad jokes about, let's just say, a time of a month.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's really all that happened between then and there. So, where are we going to start this? Do we want to do it there? Sure. As you both find yourselves falling into a state of eating and sleeping, getting your small rests, getting your long rests finished to an extent, before you go to sleep. People are on watch. You don't need to be on watch. There's a whole ship filled of individuals. As you sit down, they seem to be counting out their items they have on board. There's individuals that seem to be... what was it? Packing supplies, unpacking supplies. Some are packing meat. That sounded wrong. Some are sorry, I'm eating like an X. Give me a second. Some are tearing off pieces of chunks and meat of the quadra or the quackdra, and are currently salting and cooking them into beef jerky, or not really beef jerky, but quack jerky, for travel. The night is still young, and the next session we will be awakening during the early morning hours where you guys are going to set off, so you have the night to yourselves. As you... Oh, hey, Big Shot. I forgot that you were going to join again.
What?
I'm recording, by the way. Anyways.
Oh.
So, as you all... Well, as the both of you begin to settle down for the night a little bit, if there's any roleplay between the two of you or any of the other shipmates you would like to make, please feel free.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna smoke a cigar for a little bit.
You're not there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still smoking a cigar.
Cool, you smoke
That
a
wasn't.
little
That was not in. Yes, that was not in character.
Anyways, you two.
Well, this has been a very interesting past day.
Very interesting. It's almost like you used our mirror and changed yourself from a drow to a dragonborn. Oh wait,
The stars are out in... give me a second. I'm going to mute Big Shot for a second.
yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I'm.
Okay, thank you. But the night sky, there are stars shining through. There's not really a lot of trees. There's a few trees on this rocky hillside that continues downwards towards the edge of the island. There's vegetation. There's the camp you're in, the large flowing river, logs to sit on. The wind is breezing through, very nice, and it's getting cold tonight. Continue.
A very interesting set of 3 days indeed. We fought a hag, I turned into a woman, and now you are also one of your own volition. Very curious indeed, Gash.
Okay, that was an intrusive thought, okay? and then fuck, I do
What?
not know how to pronounce this word.
You know what? You can't say we're not inclusive. We have how many trans characters in this campaign now?
No,
True.
They are not trans.
He tries to say
It-
intrusive, but he fucks it up because he's too stupid.
Anyways, as you sit there, Gesh, an individual puts their arms around both of your like necks and just like hangs it over. He's a little bit drunk, and he goes, "Listen, you pretty ladies shouldn't fight much. If you want someone to pound on," and he takes one of his hands off and slaps it on his chest, "I'm your guy. I'll be." Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, with what exactly? I looked down. It's because I don't see anything.
I am
Vicious
just.
mockery.
I am just
fails.
pointing. I am
Roll
just.
damage.
Oh, I don't actually have it. I was just making. I mean, I could. Do you want me to?
Sure.
2.
Gesh, go ahead.
Gesh just looks at him and points at the crotch. Are you sure about this?
He looks down. Notices your bulge. Ooh, what's this? Nah. He looks down and notices it and goes, roll me a persuasion check.
This is not persuasion. This is intimidation.
Okay. Intimidation check.
God damn it, guy.
I mean, hypothetically, if he's into that,
12.
it could be persuasion.
He looks at you and goes, "I don't know what that means, but sure thing, darling, you look good. Why are there 3 of you?"
Why did he turn into Arthur Morgan?
Huh?
What I meant to say is, I would be the pounding you into the ground.
That's what I'm looking for.
She's got a penis.
What?
2 of them, actually.
He looks at you. I will pay you 5 gold if you prove that to me right now.
Dude, it's
She-
5
she
gold.
can't- She kind of
You
like.
guys are in the middle of the camp around a fire, by the way.
She,
Yeah, this
she
will be
would
hilarious.
just.
Do it, Jeff.
She would just turn to him and kind of like pull some pants forward so he can look in.
He looks in. Can't see a damn thing. He reaches in. Roll a low investigation.
Yes, no. She saved.
He needed a 5 on his investigation because he is drunk. He has -3 to those.
He got a 4.
He rolled a 4. He reaches in. He's like, and your character would have the other part, by the way, because if you're female in nature, you have to have that part. He reaches down. He feels that, and you're like, ah, fuck. He went right past the penises. This is a weird session. I'm sorry, anybody watching. And he's like,
Really just funny.
I only feel one thing. Now you, girly. And he looks over at you, Moros.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got a penis, right?
I flash my eyes and cast command.
What are you commanded to do?
Kneel.
Kneel?
Yeah.
He kneels.
Oh, yeah. I really don't. I didn't want to make this. I'm not gonna make this show. I'm not going to. Morris is not into this man. He's an idiot. And do I have to recast command to do a new command?
Yes, and as you're like thinking about what to do, he looks up and goes, I love commanding woman. What's your name, girly?
I cast command again without giving him a response.
Okay, what do you say?
Can I command? I know this is like out of the spell description. Can I make him act like a dog and go back to his friends?
What word do you say to try and do that?
mutt.
I'm gonna give him advantage because it's a. Let's see. You roll pretty high with advantage. What's your DC?
Let me check. 19.
It's wisdom. So
No,
that's-
I think it's charisma.
Is it? No, it's wisdom.
Oh, okay.
He fails. See him like begin to. And he starts to like run away. He pees on a tree.
I hope all of his friends are laughing.
Yeah, all of his friends are laughing.
Hell yeah.
This was.
Hmm?
Let's just go to another place.
Go. Oh gosh. I'm flattered, but you're a little dumb for my taste.
That's not what I meant.
I
No,
know. I
no,
know.
to be fair, at some point I would have tried.
Okay. Whatever. Let's. All right. Move where you want to. I'll follow.
So you begin to move away from the center of the camp. Where are you guys going?
Let the gas, baby.
I am very confused about what the fuck's happening. No.
You guys are just role playing here. You guys wanted to do Draconia, but you don't have any fucking plans for it. It seems. Because if I do anything else, the party's gonna yell at me. So.
No, they can't yell. They had their chance.
So what are you guys doing?
My character would just head to an isolated part of the ship.
A what?
You want to go on the ship?
To a more isolated part of like the overdeck of the ship to like the other
So
side
you're
of
going
it.
to the ship then?
Yeah, he
I-
wants to.
You're not on the ship.
Oh, sorry. I would just do a I would just go for
What are you doing, Gesh?
going for a walk.
Okay. You begin to walk through the woods and the area surrounding the large waterfalls. As you walk along the riverbed first, a little bit more eastwards, just a bit, Moros following you. The night is growing cold, it's growing dark.
Yes, where exactly are you leading me to? I don't mind the cold. The others are going to throw a fit.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. All right, gods, are we lost?
No.
You better not be.
I'm gonna roll a d8 really quick.
Oh god.
You guys have moved a little bit away from the river, and you've entered into a forest, and you're like, okay, we should be able to get back. And Moros is at this point, because you weren't really paying attention, you were like, damn, we're walking a long way. You're trying to figure out what Gesh is thinking right now, what's going through her fucking mind, because they're a fucking idiot. So you're not really thinking properly. You're not paying attention to your surroundings. As soon as you start paying attention to your surroundings, you're south of the river. That's not good. That is the wilds.
Mhm. Okay,
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Gash, and I grab
Yes?
you by your face. We're lost, and I'll kind of shove you back.
We're not lost.
Really, we're south of the river.
I still know the way back.
Yeah, because you look the way back to think it is. Doesn't look familiar.
You kind of see you just rose up and like have the face of, oh shit.
Hmm. Gash, if we're not back before the group decides to leave, I'm going to turn you into my thrall.
Mommy?
Mommy.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure I'm immune to vampire. Did I?
Oh, you're immune to disease, poison?
Yes.
You would get advantage on the check.
I.
Because
Could
though
you-
it is somewhat disease based, it is more of a curse / blessing than it is a disease. It's magical.
Could you even turn me into a thrall? Because
Yeah.
is vampirism more of a disease or a curse?
I literally just
Curse.
stated that you can be turned.
In
yeah.
character. In
Oh,
character.
okay.
All in character.
It's more of a curse or a blessing, depending on who you ask.
Okay, you might be able to turn.
So, we're lost. In the wilds, possibly the Fae. Depending on where exactly we are, I have no idea. And in the Feywilds,
I'm
time
lying.
works a little differently.
I'm lying, by the way. Look in general chat.
Yeah.
Hey. Ow! I better say nothing.
Mm.
Because if the feeling anyway I would say afterwards would get you mad.
Get me mad? Oh, I don't know about that. More like absolutely livid. But we can remedy this. We just have to get out of wherever we are.
You guys
And
hear
I have
a guttural roar. Not too far off.
Now let's move now before whatever that thing is finds us, yes?
Alright.
All right. So you guys are trying to find your way out of these woods.
Yes.
Moros, roll me a survival check with
where's-
disadvantage.
Yep, I imagine.
Could I help?
Alright, more.
Yes, you can make it a normal.
Whoops, almost the wrong shot. R1D 20 plus 4. 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry. Finally, fucking League player. You was fucking mentioning 8. You guys are lost. It's cold. It's dark. Jesus fucking Christ. As you're moving through the forest and you start to hear something chasing you, guys are rushing. Morris, you start to notice it in time. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Gesh does not notice it because his perception is shit. As you start to notice that you're about to leap into a lake that was hidden not behind brush and trees.
16.
16. You manage to grab onto a tree branch and stop yourself. And you watch as Gesh's character, Geshiel, I guess you would call her, jumps forward and just hits ice. Because it's cold out. Hits ice of a lake in front of you. And you see the entire lake basically cracks a bit.
Guess you moron! Get up, you're stronger than that.
I will not stand up because standing up on ice bad at you. I would just try to crawl
Your character doesn't know that.
back. With your
Make a survival check. I mean, would she? Yeah, big shot. I don't
14.
think Fairy Quadmother's gonna come into this one.
maybe.
14? Might not be the best idea. So as you begin to crawl, I would like you to make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Okay.
You're fine, you got this.
Meanwhile, Moros, as they're climbing back across the ice, you start to hear the growl getting closer and closer behind you.
12.
12. You start to crawl your way back to Moros before you watch as, with the weight of her armor and everything, Geshiel just falls into the river, into the lake, and falls a good 5 feet under the water before pulling yourself back up. You are now freezing cold. Geshiel, you suffer.
I'm not too late, am I?
What?
Hey, V.
Am I too late?
No, you can join in. Give me a second. I'm just rolling damage here.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Kashil, you take
Guess just fell
14
in
points
water.
of cold damage. You take a cold plunge into the lake in the middle of this
Okay,
winter
14.
night in the middle of the forest. 14, yes.
Okay, give me a second. I need to see how much that would reduce to.
14, I think, reduced to 7, right?
Divided
Yeah.
to. Would you round up or round down?
What do you mean?
I have double resistance
From?
from the shield. Also gives me.
I would assume you weren't holding on to your fucking shield during your downtime. So,
If my character.
I assume so. Here's how I assumed it. You and your party had put your things down for the night because you were safe in a safe place, a safe environment with other people keeping watch. If your character is paranoid enough to keep their shit on them, that's fine. But I'm not 100% sure you would be. So convince me.
My character would have taken it as she would have taken a stroll into woods, even if it's new. There's still.
Okay, I'll agree to
present
that.
of
I'll
the
agree to
threat.
that. I'll agree to that. Yeah, you're fine. So you suffer 3 points of cold damage then.
Okay.
As you submerge and come back out and try to crawl your way out, roll a survival check. Moros, the sound is getting closer and closer.
I'll be right back.
A 7.
You're trying to crawl your way out, and you are freezing. Like, you can feel your body is getting frostbite at the moment. As you crawl your way out, suddenly the ice breaks again under you, and you plunge once again.
Sick.
What the hell's going on?
Guess just falling
I'm
into ice
taking an
water.
ice
You
bath.
receive, in total again, 3 cold damage. I just did the math. It's 3. No, sorry. Yeah, it would be 3, yeah. Because I
I'm
already
gonna
did the resistance.
vortex warp Gesh out of the water next to me.
As you cast the spell to vortex warp them, they appear right next to you, and Gesh, as you look up, well, behind them, as you fall to the ground really quickly, you notice a large wolfen creature with these, sorry, not wolves. What am I fucking talking about here? No, it's not a wolf. It is a large creature with an extended neck like a dragon. You could see that it has... Does it have an extended neck? Give me 1 second to look at this creature again. I am thinking of the wrong creature, probably. Let me check.
Are you guys doing a whole side session?
Ionis, what the fuck?
But guys, I literally said, "Hey, I'm doing this if you want to join in," and you never respond. I gave you like 20 minutes, and no one said anything. So
I apologize. I was having a serious family talk.
That's
and
fine.
I was unable to access my phone.
if you can't make it, don't be afraid. I wasn't gonna do too much here.
Ionis, your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in a league match right now. I'm just also talking to you
I
guys.
guess it is a curved, longish neck that comes off of an armored-plated body with an armor-plated tail at the back and a horn upon its front. This quadrupedal creature that seems to be about 10 feet tall, hulking muscle, and just draconic scales across it. You recognize a wild guard drake, Gesh. However, this one has more spikes on it, and they're coming out of different areas, which you recognize as a dire drake. As it comes hounding, you see it stops and it comes to a slide as it sends its tail coming back to strike the both of you towards the lake. I need both of you to make me strength saving throws as it hits you.
Question: are those things tameable?
Just like guard drakes are tamed versions of drakes, yes, they could be, but you're unsure at the moment, because this one seems a bit different. Meanwhile, as we're going with that, well, tell me what you guys rolled, please.
28.
A 19.
Okay. You both suffer 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And you both manage to hold on just enough, like you go and reach over and grab onto Moros's legs, and you manage to hold on as she nearly goes flying off, holding onto the branch. Moros, your hand gets like skinned, so you do suffer an extra 2 points of slashing damage, and your pants just come down to your ankles as Gesh is just holding on to them not to get thrown off.
Gesh, I swear to God.
Still in your boxers
Damn.
and everything.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Okrin and
Yes.
League player, are you joining in or not?
I can, yeah.
Okrin, Eotis, as you're both sitting in camp, waiting for the next dawn to come, taking your long rest. I'll say you've gotten your long rest at this point, and we could take another one before the next session anyways, which is tomorrow. You notice Moros and Gesh are having like a conversation with another guy. Moros commands him to go barking like a dog to his friends. And then Gesh and her stand up and go walking a little bit eastwards, the way you came. But they seem to be lollygagging towards the southern side of the forest, the wilds, which is much more crazy area, like where you found the house, all that shit. And you see them enter into the wilds, and they seem to be talking, not really noticing where they're... Like, you could see, like, they're talking, and they have a rough general idea of, like, what they're doing, but, like, not charmed or anything, but they are not paying attention where they're entering. You get the feeling they may be trying to go to the other forest, but got confused.
Yeah, better follow them.
Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, they're going to get themselves in trouble.
Okran, you suddenly look in your pants, and you're no longer... No.
Please do it.
Fuda or bust, you motherfucker.
No. Anyways. So you guys pick up your items, begin to follow?
Yep.
Okay. So, you leave the chest.
No. Wait.
The chest is going to slow you down heavily if you want to bring it, because you have the turtle and you having to carry it. You need a combined strength score of you need a strength score or a combined strength score of 24 to carry the chest without impeding your movement.
Yeah, I can just carry that.
You have a 24 strength?
I have exactly 24.
Okay, then yeah, you can just carry it. Sorry, I didn't realize your strength was so high. Because you and Gesh were the ones carrying it before, so I was like, okay, that's fine.
Each of us could have carried it individually.
Yeah. I would say it was negating your speed a little bit at first, but then you guys got used to it and you guys can each carry it yourselves. But as you both take the chest and begin to rush into the forest after them, you lose their tracks. You lose your tracks as it seems this forest is very strange in its ways of its workings. And it's very easy to get lost. And as you, like, walk in, you're like, Okran, you're like, okay, we need to be careful. And it's like you're about to turn to Eotis to tell him that you look left where you just entered, which would be directly behind you, and there's just trees there.
Aw. Eotis!
Do I hear him?
Iotis is with you. You turn to talk to him, and you notice out of the corner of your eye with your passive perception, the way you both just came in is just gone.
Iotis, I think we might be lost.
Oh. I'm sure it's just a flick of the light. You were keeping track of their tracks, weren't you?
Yes, but that does not mean that it's not possible to get lost.
Yeah?
Let me go take a look and see if I can see them from up above.
Do
That sound
not.
good?
No.
No?
Separating in a Fey area is not a good plan.
I've had enough of Faye for a while.
You both hear a guttural roar from a direction.
Towards that direction.
Got it! I take off following Okran towards that direction. Towards where we heard the growl.
Both of you make survival checks, please.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. That's it! Every time I have to make a survival check. Every time!
Eotis, how the fuck did you manage? You have to work for that 0. You gotta earn that shit.
Okran, you're following some tracks you see on the ground as well as big ones in this forest, and they seem to be disappearing, and like you're like, okay, we're making good progress, right, Eotis? Eotis? Fuck! And he's just gone. Eotis, you're running, you're like, okay. And you stop for a second, look behind you, and just you look back forward, and Okran's gone. You see no footprints.
Damn it, Okran. All you had to do was follow the damn trail. What an idiot.
Actually, no. You don't see any footprints, but you start to see footprints now, and they're leading off to your left.
Mm.
Oh no.
You see, like, glowing footprints suddenly start to light up in the forest at intervals. They go up a few rocks, through a few trees. Do you follow these footprints?
Well, when in Rome, I follow the footprints.
Okay, you begin to follow that
Damn
footprint.
it.
Meanwhile, Okran, as you continue to follow the footprints, because Eotis is lost, you're not going to find him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Just
You're
not.
like, for a second, you're like, Okay, let's see. I don't see him. I'm gonna keep following these footprints. But eventually, you start to run and run and run. Your passive perception is high enough. You notice that you're about to run into a lake, and you manage to catch yourself on a tree. You look across the lake. You see, in the middle of combat, as Gesh and Moros are like, well, Moros specifically is like just in their boxers at the moment, as this drake, this wild dire drake, tackles them onto the ice on the lake itself, and it seems to be cracking underneath them. You see Gesh is like pulling out their sword and their shield on top of the edge to the lake, because the lake is like, it's not a direct like bank down. It is like someone took a bit of land out and put a little bit of water here. It's about a good 200 foot, not 200 foot, I'd say about 100-foot lake at most, and then there is like about 30-foot drop just from the edges completely. It's like a crater. And it's filled with frozen water, which is cracked heavily, and you can see parts of it that have broken because Gesh probably fell in, because she is just covered in water and looks like she's shaking heavily. Anyways, you see that from the other side of the lake.
So first we're going to hybrid shift and rage, and we're going to start getting our asses over there.
So as you begin to rush, Gesh, you see on the opposite side, like in the Mordor game that we were talking about earlier, like when one of the captains starts to run in and they're like, "You're gonna be bad meat, big boy," kind of shit like that. They like taunt you. Have any of you guys played Shadow of Mordor?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, so you see him start to rush and jump on the lake and trying to like just rush past it. Roll me an athletics check here, man.
It's a good thing I specified I raged.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I want to try to tame that thing.
I don't know this. That's a 16.
You're getting across, but then you're slipping a little bit, and you're almost falling in at different points. You're like, oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Meanwhile, Moros, as you're tackled onto the ice by this creature, it starts to dig into your guts with its teeth as it holds you down, and it seems to start spiking you with the spikes on its body as well.
Inky.
That's what I wanted to say. Yes, it's from my line.
League player, roll me a d6.
No.
Yeah, damn it.
What's your AC, Moros?
16, but I'm gonna turn it to 21 by casting shield.
Okay. The creature bites down, and its jaws seem to get stuck on the shield itself as you're like trying to scoot away. It moves its arm down to strike at you as you're on the ground. It's a critical hit. As it strikes into your side and pulls you closer, it's going to take its other claw and pull you closer as well, as it's going to make another attack. This time the tail, like the the plates seem to turn to spikes as it strikes directly into your thigh from between your legs, as that is another hit. Let's see, that would be...
What's your shot?
What'd you roll on that d6, by the way, League player?
I rolled a 2.
A 2?
Stop calling me league player.
Roll another d6.
No! Sorry, my meds are wearing off! Don't blame me!
4.
Moros, as this creature bites into you, you suffer. Well, not bites into you, but rips into your side. Oh, sorry, I'm rolling d12s. That's not what I'm supposed to be rolling for the slash attack. Sorry.
It's big. Oh no, it's big enough to require a dice
Yeah.
mod.
Give me 1 second. So that was...
Haha,
Okay.
we're in danger.
The first attack, you suffer 17 points of slashing damage as it drags you closer to it, and then it slashes you even further on the second strike. Well, sorry, the tail comes in and pierces you for 18 damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm at 17 plus 18 is 35, minus from 90. That's 55? Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, con save, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, where, Drake?
Don't tempt me.
That is a 16 plus 8 is 24. 24.
24. You manage to resist the poison entering into your body as you like get that shield up and pull your other hand and pull it out from between your legs. And as you do so, you watch as the poison that would have pushed into your body spurts all across the icy ground, and it suddenly shocks with lightning around you. That would have been bad. You would have taken lightning damage and poison damage. As you seem to hold the shield and push it off you as you're starting to get back to your feet. It's at this point you notice your turtle friend is running. Turtle friend, Okrin.
Yes.
As you're rushing, even in your rage, you start to hear the shifting of bushes, and you watch as 6 more of these creatures begin to...
Jesus.
Not as spiked, not as regal looking as this one, because this one has spikes all of its body, and some of them come down to curved spikes at its fronts or its backs. Its tail has some spikes along its spine as well. The other ones seem to have a few spikes or none at all, and they all seem to be joining in on the fray. I need you 3 to roll initiative for me now. Yes, you don't notice the other ones at the moment.
What?
You don't notice the other ones. There's like 2 behind you.
That's a nat 20 for a 22 initiative.
22 as well.
Oh god damn.
Okay.
30, 20.
What are you guys' initiative bonuses?
Mine was a
+5.
natural 20. I'm not sure if that makes me go above him.
It would, yes. So
Aw.
you got 22 in total.
Yeah.
Moros, you're gonna go first, man. Holy shit, because you got that nat
I
20.
know, this is the first time for anything.
Oh, what was your modifier, Gesh?
+5.
Okay, +5. You go before the creature then.
Hold on, gang. My parents are arguing, so I'm gonna have to mute it and go AFK for a second.
Okay, big shot. Good luck with that, I guess.
Okay, and then we have the big boy, which is called the Weredrake. What is it called? It is the. There it is.
Gardrick?
Dire
Gotta stick around.
Wild Drake, who also rolled a 22, but only has a +4.
Barely.
Dire Wild Drake Alpha, sorry, and I got to roll for the normal ones.
So much synchronicity.
Yep.
Hold on.
Guys, I'll be trying to take that bitch.
Am I sort of like lost in the Feywild?
Yeah, you're still lost in the woods. V, what'd you roll?
Rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Damn, that's like second to. It's pretty good too.
Wait, you
He's
should have like second to last with that?
Yeah.
Bruh!
We all roll high.
Anyways, at the beginning of initiative, Gesh, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage.
You are freezing on a cold night after being dipped in water.
Isn't he immune to?
No, he's not immune.
Immune.
Can we make an argument that it's a disadvantage because I have down resistance to cold?
You do have 2 sources of resistance. I'll make it a normal con save, but the DC is still pretty high because you're starting to acquire frostbite.
30.
So
Jesus Christ.
you're not getting more frostbite than you have at the moment, but you will be taking cold damage at the start of each of your turns, just so you're aware. Until you somehow warm up or get into new clothing. Anyways, did the bot stop working?
I never even heard it.
I heard it. It might have just stopped playing music because it might have just been the hour.
I thought I put it on repeat. That's my bad, I guess. Let me get the best music in here. Give me 1 second. Copy.
Well, the current thing says it's not playing. I'm a little confused.
I mean, you could queue up Dog Song. I mean, it seems accurate enough.
No. And by the way, guys, I am recording this.
Oh,
Yeah, music's playing.
I don't need the whole world to know that I play League.
Oh, it's just low.
They
That's
are.
why. Okay.
They already do.
So, Moros, you have a second action this turn. Remember that. So, as
right.
you are fighting off this creature, we're actually going to go to you really quickly here so you guys can think about what you want to do. Yotis, as you follow these footprints, going, using your nose, following the fruity taste that shows. Man, what the fuck has happened to this game? You eventually find yourself in a small glade, and you see standing there is a figment of a young female form that is wearing like a cloak made out of forest green and purples and blues, like almost leaf-like appendages. Well, not appendages, but leaf-like clothing. And as you enter in, you could see that they turn around, and everything besides where their eyes are, which are these beautiful firefly, like greenish yellow, is just black underneath the hood. And they stare at you, and you can't even see anything underneath the.
Are you good enough for you all?
Wait,
Yeah.
can you say that one more time?
No,
Got it.
You cut out for us.
I shouldn't. Have.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you did.
You
We-
did.
No one heard anything of what you
So-
said.
what did you last hear? Jesus fucking Christ!
You see,
And that was it.
Yeah,
So you didn't get any of the description at all.
I didn't.
Nope.
None of it.
You see
Not a
a
bit.
small female form. Looks a little bit young, so don't try to fucking seduce it, otherwise I'm gonna kill you.
Got it.
A female form in this leaf kind of cloak, this wizard cloak that goes around them with a hood. It seems to be green, blue, and purple in nature, and it seems to sheen with the moonlight that comes through the tops of the trees. As it turns around to look at you, you can't see any of its details besides underneath its hood where there's just complete dark shadow. You see torch bug-like greenish yellow eyes.
Greenish yellow.
Yeah, torch bug greenish yellow. And as they stare at you, you can see the only thing that comes out of the hood itself are like small antlers of branches, and you can see like it extends its hands out, which you can see is this beautiful greenish skin, and it seems to like it just throws them out in excitement, and you hear Boudini as no fuck with you. You hear like an excited screech as like she climbs up a tree, which seems to have been carved out mostly, and you can see they grab a gemstone and place it into like a small copper ring up there, and you see like water begins to fall down, and it starts to fill a small basin like lake that's created here.
Hello? It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. You hear
Have
echoing around you. You see like a few fawn and deer and like other creatures. You see a chameleon that are in this small little resting glade, a fallen tree with some moss and mushroom.
Have you seen a party of about 3? One big turtle, one big-breasted vampire, another a weird-looking dragonborn with a bit too much muscles and he has brains.
She looks at you, and you can see that she's not wearing shoes or anything, and you can see her feet at this point because you've started to walk in. She has greenish legs too, so you get the feeling she has green skin color. And you can see like this tattoo kind of design of like a spiraling leafing vine up her leg until it goes underneath the cloak. She looks at you as you say this, and she pulls from beneath the cloak a green box and goes up to a stump in the middle of the area and places it on. As she looks to you and looks to the other side of the stump from her, she sits down on a small log. Or a small rock, specifically.
Is there a log for me to sit down on?
On the opposite side, yes.
I sit adjacent to her.
As you sit adjacent to her, she opens the box, and you can see she opens a forest-based chest set. Beautiful wooden carved pieces. You see deers, which represent the bishops. You see fairies, which represent the pawns. You see few other creatures here. The rooks, what would the rooks be? Golems. They would be golems. And you can see on her side, her king piece is herself, and her queen piece is just a wooden block. On your side, you see,
Yeah?
what does your side represented by?
I guess the pawns would be the tiefling, or the tieflings that I originally was. The king would be an Azamar, as I am. The queen and the rooks would be represented by 2 different types of dragonborns, and the bishops would be these massive turtles who barely even fit on their respective places.
What about Moros, though?
No, he doesn't exist here.
She's
I'm
not
your queen, bitch.
Yeah. Anyways, she looks at you, and she holds out her hand as if to shake it. And you can tell this creature is fey in nature just by... I'll say you divine presence just instinctually. This is definitely fey.
I just know. Can I tell if she means anything harmful by this handshake?
There seems... I'll say just... What's your passive insight? 10 plus insight bonus.
9.
9. Roll an insight check.
9.
Wait, hang on, we gotta sound
I'm
like
not allowed
that.
to make that joke.
4.
4?
Yep.
No double meanings at all from this. It's just a child in the middle of the forest who radiates Fey energy and wants you to play chess with her.
I shake its hand.
All right, you shake its hand and you feel a deal is struck. You feel as if you've just began a gamble for something.
You fool. You absolute buffoon.
Just, it doesn't seem that bad. You fucked up.
This moment.
I'm sure she only means good things by this.
Roll a d100. I will say you roll a d100. If you get 51 or above, you go first. As you feel the entire forest starts to disappear around you, and you see that she moves her piece first. I would like you to make an intelligence check against her to see who wins, and it'll be best of 3. Actually, no, it'll be who just wins. Sorry, just who wins.
Intelligence.
Here we go.
So, it's a close match, but the child beats you, and she seems to get excited and whatnot, having won, and you see her dancing and whatnot. Can't
Well
lose
played.
to a fucking child.
I didn't have it.
In your mind, you start to feel like something is drained from you, and you feel like a brand starting to appear on you.
Uh-oh.
You hear in your mind, double or nothing.
How is I nothing?
Double or nothing. And she sits down and holds her hand out again. Eonis.
Shake it.
You shake it? Okay. By the way, from losing, your constitution score decreases by 3.
Oh god.
Oh, it does!
As you shake her hand a second time, you feel this energy overcome you again. I would like you to roll an intelligence check against her.
Do you not benefit from your aura?
No, it's a check, it's not saving throws.
You beat her,
Shit.
as the second beat is pushed back into you as you regain your constitution. And she gets a little bit angry, and you look at her eyes flare for a second, and you hear in your mind, best of 3. Winner takes all. And she reaches her hand out one more time. And you can see now, like, heavy fey and natural magic radiating off of her, like, as if you, hit a sounding rod against a cup of water. It looks like it's rippling off of her, and the entire forest has gone black around her. And you can only see her eyes at the moment as she reaches her hand out.
Come
on.
Take a
Do it.
pulse in his hand.
Eotis, don't worry. I have 2 inspirations I can pull out of my ass for you if you fail.
I also have an inspiration I can pull out of.
I'm not giving you my inspirations.
Damn.
Heartless
Keep them
bastard.
silent unlocked.
Alright, I take it.
Okay. Look in general chat.
Are you ready?
Anyway, so as you take the hand, she seems to stare at you intently. As I need you to roll a d100 to see who goes first, because whoever goes first gets advantage on this roll.
51!
That is what you needed, motherfucker. You get to go first, so go ahead and roll with advantage.
An intelligence check?
Intelligence check, yeah.
This
Or
is-
if you want to, it can be wisdom.
They're both -1!
Make a charisma.
You picked the
Come on,
worst
it's gonna be
team.
No.
You literally
You don't want to
picked
go
just-
against her charisma, motherfucker.
15.
Okay.
Holy shit. Yes!
As you,
You won. She got a
are
9.
victorious, she pouts and looks at you as the entire forest goes back to the glade it once was. Did the music
Well
stop
played.
again?
And I pat her on the head.
No,
you
it's
pat, you
fine.
pat her head?
Yeah.
You see, blushes appear as she, looks up to you and points in a general direction as the trees seem to bend a little bit, and you get the feeling she's pointing you in that direction as more feet begin to appear on the ground. And before you, as you get up to begin leaving, she stops you and pulls out a small, beautiful rose, but it seems to be of green coloration. She puts it like in your pot. You don't have pockets. She puts it in part of your ripped robes, and as you like stare at the rose for a second, as you pick it up and then put it back in, you go to turn to talk to her, and you're just in the middle of the forest.
Man, what's with Iodas and Faye?
Iodas, go ahead and gain another level in your warlock.
Are you sure?
Yo,
Son of a bitch!
the rest of the party might level
Bro,
up.
the rest of the party's level 10. He's level 12 now.
Yeah.
Yo!
I
That cool,
I
man!
call out to the forest. Thank you. As I start walking towards where she pointed to.
Without issue.
Look
Anyways,
at that Fabris.
Moros.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I have 2 actions, correct?
As you look up to this creature who's above you and you have your shield up, it starts to deplete out and it's like biting down, it breaks and it goes towards you. What are you doing? The slow motion time slows for you as you get ready to cast spells or attack it. What are you doing?
I cast Hold Monster.
Okay. That's a wisdom saving throw?
That is indeed a wisdom save.
Magic resistance, thank you. I believe so, right? Let me just check this. Just to make sure. Yeah, magic resistance. 13?
That does not succeed.
Fuck. As the creature jumps towards you, you watch it freeze in the middle of air and just goes flying above you as if it was rushing over ice. As it lands and sinks directly like a comet into the icy water below.
Oh, is it?
It's not dead, but you can see that it's unable to move as it's going downwards. As you hold on to that spell, you have another spell you could cast this turn if you wanted to, but also you have another action after. Remember that. And
Yep.
you're concentrating on that, so you can't really do anything at the moment. I
Well, I
assume
can
you
cast
stand up on the
non-concentration
ice, or
spells.
no?
I'm gonna get off the ice.
You are
I'm gonna...
you're about 30 feet, and it's a 30-foot climb off the ice as well.
Perfect. I misty step.
Okay, you look up and teleport. As
That's
you
a bonus action.
land
So
by.
I can.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As you land right by Gesh, you look up and see 2 of these creatures lesser creatures prowling behind him, and then they notice you, and you can definitely see that they immediately engage. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna. See, my plan was to actually make the Drake a thrall of mine because it just says creature.
Yeah.
I still kind of want to do that.
The creature is underwater.
Yeah, but I can use an action still, not of my extra one. I can just cast 2 action spells as long as they're not both concentration.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna vortex ward the
I believe
thing
you have
next
to
to me.
see the creature, correct?
Do I let me?
And the creature that you threw into the ice is underwater. The 2 creatures that are prowling onto Gesh are not the big creature. Just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vortex Orb. It's verbal and somatic. You magically run another creature I can see within range.
Yeah.
I argue that I saw it go in the water.
Yes, but you did that, teleported up, and it's already underwater, so you don't know exactly. You know roughly where it is, but you can't see it.
Fair. I will instead kind of move in a way
Vortex
where I
warp
can.
Gesh back into the water.
I will move in a manner that would allow me to like be lined up with those 2 drakes and cast lightning bolt.
Okay. You pull out a small twig. As you do, it crumbles to dust before you point, and this just searing bolt of lightning strikes through the 2 creatures. Ooh. Let's see. The first one is a 19.
That meets it.
Okay, and then a 3.
That will critically fail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me check the lightning bolt damage. That is 4d8, I believe. No, 8d6. 8d6. One of them will be crit, one of them will take half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
8d6, unless they're vulnerable. 26 lightning damage.
26 lightning damage. So, as the lightning pierces through them, you recall seeing the big one, the poison was lightning based. As it strikes both of them, it strikes through one and strikes through the other. You see the lightning just dissipates off of them.
Damn, I was really hoping that was just a specialty because it was like a big boss, but
Actually, hold on,
seems
hold on.
not.
Let me check these stats really quickly. Let me make sure because I have to look at 2 stat pages here. Sorry, the first one would have rolled a 21 on the save, and the second one would have rolled a 5, so it doesn't matter. But let's see. These 2 have resistance. Sorry. Specific. Actually, no. These ones don't have it. Sorry. My bad. The big one has immunity. The small ones do not at the moment.
Okay.
Oh shit, he said at the moment.
So one of them.
I'm gonna make that a change because that's kind of weird that it doesn't have resistance. I'll give it resistance.
Okay, well then one of them will still take the 26, and one of them will take 13.
Okay. You said 26 and 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Time. Just give me 1 second. I'm still doing the health. I'm just still trying to calculate their health here.
That's fine.
Okay. That is.
I'm keeping track of my spells.
I'm so happy I rolled that 51.
So, you watch as both of them take the hit and seem to displace it just a little bit, as they seem to now stare at you in the forest. One of them seem to be barking to the other. And you hear in Draconic, "Get that motherfucker, I will." She's kinda hot. You hear, "She's kinda hot, I know."
I'll respond back in Draconic, both of you are gonna be my thralls! I'm gonna get a pack of these bitches.
Nah, they're gonna be my pets.
You hear one go,
Nah,
"Mommy." Anyways,
Can I try persuasion check to turn it to my side if it thinks I'm hot?
if you want to use your next action,
No, I'm gonna use my next action and dual cast Scorching Ray, both at 4th level.
at both of these creatures,
Yeah, so let me just double check how many fucking things I have of them, because I'm casting it twice, same level at 4. So let me see. 2d6 for each thought above, it's another ray. So normally it does 3 rays, each 2d6, so 66, and then an additional ray, so 8d6, and then another one is 10d6. So I'm doing effectively 20d6 damage, 10 at each of them. It is a ranged spell attack. So
it's each one, by the way. For each ray, you gotta make that spell attack.
Oh boy. Okay. Am I flanking?
No.
Because Gesh and I are right next to each other.
No, you're not. Neither of you are right next to the creatures.
Our 20 20 plus 11. Oh my god. Wait, actually no, it's plus 13 because I have the book, which is a plus 2 spellcasting focus.
Okay.
All right. So much. None of them are nat ones. So, what's their AC?
Oh.
So I can go through this.
So, did you roll above? Let's see here. Their ACs would be. Did you roll 15 or higher?
All of them are 15
All
or
of
higher.
them.
All of them, literally every.
Are any of
single-
them 25 or higher? Okay, that's 1,
Yes.
2,
1,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5, 6,
5,
7,
6,
8,
7,
9,
8,
10.
9, 10.
10 crits.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
So, I would say this.
Morris is a god.
Okran, as you're running and you watch this lightning bolt go off, shearing through the forest, you then watch Morris go, "Come on," and then just like turns her hand in the middle of the air, and suddenly you watch as these like. Have you guys ever watched like Moonlit Fantasy, the anime?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
you know the
Yes.
fire grids that surround him. Like this Gatling gun of just scorching rays is just. As there's just like Kamehameha ray of just fire. You don't even need to roll, man. They're just
Yes.
dead. They are incinerated. The
Oh man, I
forest.
wanted.
We pull out to the edge of the forest, and we pull out to like Othin in the distance, like hunting down creatures and killing them, skinning them in the forest. He looks over towards the wilds and reminiscence. He keeps walking away.
I am the true vestige of the flame.
Oh man, I really hoped you would not kill them because then we could have convinced them to become our goons.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, let's see how much damage.
So that's 20. Roll 10d6 plus 20 extra d6. Well, no, it's 10 2d6, so 20. 60d6 would be the damage.
60d6.
Yeah, and then half of that goes to each of them.
Yeah, and well, some of them are crits, so I think.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying 60d6.
Alright.
I'll say this. Yeah, we'll just roll 60d6 because I'm just putting double the dice because I don't want to do that. 204. Yeah, no. Neither of them have enough health to survive even half of that. Each of them have 77 health.
Yeah.
I really hope we could just have made them into our goons.
Now,
So,
are they?
You see they're heavily scorched as they fall to the ground dead. Fire is burning across them like when you magnifying glass an ant.
Yeah. Can I still make them my thrall?
Maybe. If they have blood in them.
They probably do. Am I allowed to go up to them and bite them as a free action to try?
The bite is a bite attack. So,
Oh.
unfortunately, no. Anyways, does that end your turn? Funny,
Yep.
funny you use that picture because that's actually what Sypha looks like, the Archmage.
Yeah.
They based the character off that, Eotis.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Anyways, does that end your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Gashiel, you turn around as it shears through and you just watch half the forest burns away and you're just like sitting there staring at these two charred corpses now.
Well, shit.
There go those materials.
Moros.
There
beautiful,
goes
illuminated by the fire.
those two potential goons.
Morris will roll her eyes like, come on, focus.
Imagine if you had action surge there.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Even
That
more
would have been
fireball.
super overkill.
Is the
And
king
I'm
and
all
I
for it.
impressed by this display?
No,
Oh.
he's seen better damage.
Yeah.
Anyways, Gesh.
Yeah. The other one of these is like drowning, right?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, and then now that you're looking, you can see more. They're starting
How
to
many
appear
more?
at different. They're not. Actually, no, they would be coming from behind you. They see this, and there's just. Well, no, there's 4 more surrounding at different points of the lake.
Hmm. And they saw this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would just speak to them in Draconic. Submit to us, and you will be spared.
Roll an intimidation check.
With
Do I
advantage?
get it?
No, because you're not the one who did it.
Yeah.
They're not scared of you.
Oh, at
guys.
the beginning of your turn, by the way, Gesh, you do suffer. $16 reduced to 8, reduced to 4 cold damage.
18,000 heat damage.
Bro's getting tickled.
Come on, Gash, roll well, please.
I'm gonna use the DM's inspiration on that.
You are?
Yes.
You gotta take the next one.
Fuck! Please, please, oh fuck!
He said
Oh,
you have to
fuck.
make- There's nothing that can be done.
Well, let me see what you roll.
I got a net
Too
one.
late, Gesh. Accept your doom.
Well,
I got
usually
another one.
what it is
Now.
you say if you want to use it because you didn't think you rolled high enough, and then you use the next one because it's not technically advantage because when you use your DM's inspiration, you can re-roll with advantage. So that's what I've been doing lately. So yeah, it is natural one. So as you say this, like you're speaking out towards these creatures, and then the edge of the lake falls, and you fall straight through the ice.
God damn it, Gash.
As you suffer.
Guess you just have to cut off like mid sentence as he falls to the ice.
Yeah.
You guys better.
I hate this.
Mr. President,
Net one.
Mr. Speaker of the House.
Goblin, how many times are you gonna
Come here
roll?
to die.
One more time. 44 reduced to 22, reduced to 11 cold damage.
Just imagine he
Well,
just rolling
Now I
dice.
need to kill one of them to show them that I'm stronger than.
Well, you're currently sinking to the bottom of the lake because you're in heavy armor holding a tower shield and a large fucking sword.
Yeah, but I'm super strong.
You got 2 fat cocks.
His
Okay.
cocks are weighing him down, not his armor.
You know what? I am trying to swim towards the alpha.
Okay, you do see it on the ground, like it's shaking and trying to break out of this, but it can't really move much. You see lightning. It's striking off of it. Make me an athletics check to see if you can get there by the end of your turn. Because it is about 50, like, it's about 40 feet in front of you. Like, halfway through the lake.
Would I get advantage due to using Divine Adrenaline?
Sure, yeah. No, you can get there with ease if you just do that. So you swim at fast, incredible speeds to get to the Alpha.
Yeah. And I would just attack it.
Alright, you take your sword and buttercut it. Kind of like butter.
But I will
If
not
you
try
hit-
to kill it.
If you hit, all of them are crits.
Yeah.
How?
That's
Oh yeah,
that's,
That's
because
what
it's
the paralyzed
paralyzed. It's
condition is,
paralyzed.
yeah.
Fuck you.
that's why I said I do not try to kill it. I try to make it submit.
Well, you can't do that if you're making lethal attacks.
That's why I'm not doing lethal attacks.
Okay.
He's just gunning it up a little bit, just a wee bit. Oh my god.
He's just lightly gonna smack it
If
on
you
the head.
if you roll a single critical hit attack, you are not doing non-lethal, by the way, just so you're aware. Like, besides what would
Well-
be normal. What would be normal?
Well, he hasn't unsheathed it, so.
That is true, he's just
The
whacking
blunt
it.
force trauma might just be that bad.
So let me explain to you. That 33 is a double crit. That's not going to be non-lethal. So for that one at least, roll the damage, please. Well, roll the damage for the other ones, and then the non-lethal one. Well, the lethal one.
Can I first do the lethal
Yeah,
one because
do
it's
the lethal one
first
first.
one?
Do the lethal one first, actually. Yeah, you're
Okay.
right.
Yes, maybe you should have just like punched it a bit instead of whacking it with your weapon, because I don't think it's possible for you to not kill something you touch. You're a little
Right,
too
you're
strong.
beating an animal to make it submit. This.
It's
18
an arc, bro.
18. What the fuck do you mean? 18
damage for the first one.
quadrupled, which would be 40 plus 72.
72, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You strike a heavy hit into its side. It lets out a pained cry as it starts to drown.
Oh,
Just
no.
fucking rib.
24.
Oh yeah.
24. That's a
That-
crit. So that
Not
is.
that. That's the
it is-
second
it is-
attack.
that
that's-
is a crit because it's paralyzed. 24 doubled to 48. Again.
Okay.
Maybe we should just put it out of its misery. Well, this guy's just doing that right now. So
17.
Okay. 34. Yeah, you're not killing this thing.
Huh?
You're not killing it. You're good.
Okay. So
Yeah. Roll again just
Yeah.
to do the damage.
Make sure you turn on the lights.
18.
18.
26.
That's everything?
Yep. That's all.
Your strikes seem to deal quite a bit of damage to it, but it seems to be alive still.
Okay.
Give me a second. I don't know what's going on here. I've been trying to find an image here, but I can't find it. Anyways. So, as you strike ferociously into the side of this creature, not killing it, is there anything else you want to do?
I don't think I can do anything right now. So no, I'm at my turn.
Okay. Basically this, if you look in general chat. There it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you end your turn. As you strike into this creature multiple times, I would like you to make me an intimidation check once again with disadvantage because you failed last. You failed horribly.
Yeah, but those were against the small ones. The big one didn't even know that.
I'll say we'll wait to make an intimidation check then. The Alpha attempts to, well, beginning of its turn. Let me roll this in check because it's underwater and it's not used to this cool conditions. And it's been soaking for like 10 seconds. Let's see here. 49 cold damage.
Jesus Christ.
That is doubled. You can see the frostbite is taking hold of it, and I need to roll a con save to see if it drowns or not.
Might have just drowns right here.
all that work for nothing.
Speak of the devil, it's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh fuck!
It uses legendary resistance here and not the hold monster?
it's not that smart. It doesn't know what you're doing.
Fair.
It's you see bubbles escaping from its mouth as it's like trying to rip out of the hold. Now at the end of its turn, it can make its save again, and because it's in combat, it has advantage.
My save DC is 19.
It can use its second legendary resistance to succeed, and it's going to end its turn at the bottom of the lake, drowning, freezing to death.
Poor guy.
Alright, that ends its turn. Fuck you guys. Okrin, as you're rushing across the lake, you see these other ones jump on the lake and start to rush towards you. What are you doing?
Okrin can run across the ice lake?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Sorry, I just thought like
It's cracking and falling behind him, but yeah.
Oh god.
Alright, so you said they're how far away from me?
Each one is about an average of like 50 feet from you.
I'm a
Alright,
dip.
See ya, Chaos.
I'm out.
I miss him.
I'm gonna do. They already raged, so we're good on that. We are going to charge 30 feet forward. Yeah, 30 feet forward, and then just fling. By the way, I should mention I chose the great sword, the magma heart for this. I'm just gonna fling magma heart into one of the drakes.
So the bludgeoning damage weapon, yes.
Yes.
Okay, make an attack roll at this creature.
Plus 11. We will do reckless.
You are now, as you charge 30 feet forward, you are now 80 feet from two of the other ones. They were coming in from different sides.
28.
That is a critical hit.
Yo!
So roll the damage first for that one, please.
So let's see, this 3d6.
What kind of devils are these guys again?
They're not devils, they're drakes.
They're drakes. Oh.
So remember, you're not doing fire damage, you're dealing bludgeoning damage.
I'm dealing fire damage.
No, you're not.
I'm
You
doing
have a new
fire
shield.
damage.
Oh, right, because you're changed.
Unfortunately, I don't know how that would work because you're not technically attuned to it, so...
It doesn't matter if I'm attuned to the weapon or not. It is just
Okay,
a
well,
weapon.
there's gonna be something interesting happening here, because the weapon itself has those properties, so you're messing with it. So there's gonna be something that happens here. But continue.
Oh fuck.
Mhm.
Well, I
Well,
need to use it in battle, but I can't use it in battle. Fuck, because this is what I do.
You can use it to hit things. You can't use it to throw it at things and make it fire damage, because that's kind of like
No, when I rage, it becomes fire damage.
yeah, that's kind of overcoming the thing though. So I'll say you throw it and it's lit on fire and it just fizzles out as it slams into the
well.
creature's head.
Oh,
He's expecting like
So-
this flaming thing to come at it and it just goes away. It's like, what? Where'd it go?
I know.
Bonk.
Slams right into his
sorry.
face.
Yes, Dad, I get it. Anyways, so quick question: how would that work in terms of my elemental cleaver? Because normally I
does-
deal an extra d6 of that.
I'll just allow you to
damage
do
as
an
well.
extra d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it
Well, I'll just
negates your element, it will just say whatever the damage you're doing is to add an extra d6 on it.
All right.
So it's 3d6 plus your strength. I believe?
46 actually, because
46.
of my ability, because of brutal critical.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Which
you're
is
right, you're
kind of the sucky part about a great axe, but or great sword, but you know. Then
Oh.
it's 23 doubled to 46.
right. Doubled again because it is vulnerable to bludgeoning. So you throw it and the creature's head just concaves as it just falls into the ice.
How hard did you hit that
And
thing?
how far away now is the other one? Still about the same.
The other one on the same side is about the same distance, but the other two are now 80 feet from you.
All right, well we'll just hit the other one on the same side.
So as you throw it, you then like point your finger to the left and the sword slams into that one. That's
Ooh,
another
sword.
crit. That's another crit. Go ahead and roll damage. God damn it.
These poor guys.
Do another. They're not poor. They attacked us.
I'm pretty sure their economic status has nothing to do with this.
Their
Like,
economic
bro,
stats
come
absolutely has
on.
everything
As
to
it
do with it.
flings, even though this blade isn't even sharp because it's in its sheath, just chops its fucking head off and continues around as it twirls around, cuts through like the ice, like ice skating, comes back to your hand, Okran. As you catch it, and you hear in your mind, no. As the sword gets extremely hot to the point where it burns your hand, Okran, it brands you for a second as you suffer.
Oh, you're owned by the sword now.
Nope.
You're so...
It deals 22 points of fire damage to you.
Oh my god.
And I will say, make a con save.
That seems like it
Oh,
might
you're
have
good
hurt
at
it.
that. You're good at those.
This would be a wisdom or constitution, your choice.
Gee.
Or, I would say, or charisma, but your charisma sucks. Was that
I
wisdom
think-
or con?
that was con. I'm going to we're going to yeah, I think I'll use one of my 2 DM's inspirations here.
That's fine. I'm gonna need you guys to start marking down in like a channel. I'll do it here. I'll make a DM's inspiration channel here. And I'm gonna need you guys to start marking that down because it feels like you guys have a lot of DM's inspirations, and it
Yeah.
feels like you guys aren't marking them down properly.
Oh,
I
I had
don't
used
two.
one and I
One
regained
for co-
one.
Yeah, I know.
I-
I'm just saying because it feels like you guys always have them, and I don't always give them away. I know that for a fact. I'll put it at
You
the bottom.
do.
I'll put it at the bottom underneath Threads of Fate. So just whenever you get a DM's inspiration, put how many you have left, and then how many whenever you use one, just mark it in there as well, please. But anyways, that's just caution. Thank you. Because it really feels like you guys are using like 80 of them a fucking session, and I do give them a little bit because of funny things. But yeah, thank you.
I remember you took
So,
mine away and gave
that
one to
is
everyone else.
23.
Yeah.
23, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, sorry.
What?
That's drop. Yeah. So you go and like the burning hurts, and you like go to drop the sword, and you're like, no, fuck you, and you grab the sword again, and you feel the pain as you suffer an additional 8
can
points
start giving
of
up.
fire damage. But you manage to hold on to the sword.
Gonna take a little bit more than just a tad bit of fire.
Don't shit talk the sword. Don't shit talk the sword when it's sentient.
Shit off the sword.
And you're actively trying to attune to it. Don't shit talk the sword.
Remember, when you're turning the sword, think, what would I
come
do?
on. I'm
Anyways,
no.
what would Okran do? Anything else on your turn, Okran?
Let's see. I have my bonus action left, which let's see. Well, actually, I still have 25 feet of movement, which I will use to get closer to the other dudes.
So you're now about, I would say, 55 feet from the other 2 other ones.
Yeah.
As you turn on your heel and you start to run back and you notice the ground has cracked beneath you, you have to make a quick jump and just boing! Sorry, let me get the actual noise here. As you land on the ice and it shatters beneath you and you start to fucking run and you're like mid-run as your movement ends.
Yep. That is all I got.
Alright, end of your
I
turn.
don't know if the bonus action stuff.
The 2 drakes start to rush towards you, and as they get within range, they both get right there. As you see, lightning starts to arc off both of them a little bit, as they both flank you and go for their attacks. Okran.
Yep,
What is your
I'll
AC?
figure.
Nice.
32.
Jesus Christ, V. What the fuck?
Okay, that was the bite attacks. They missed. Claw attacks.
Keep in mind they have advantage.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
They already have advantage.
Is it even possible for them to hit him without a nat 20?
So one of them rolled a 30,
Ooh, so close.
but they would need a nat 20 for that, yes. So as they bring their, so they go to bite you, and you manage to bring your sword and just knock them in the head as they bring their claws out, like they get a little bit stunned and they can't really hit you. As one of them gets close, and you manage to pull back as they both send their tails directly up towards you. That's a nat 20,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
and that is not a hit. So one of them you manage to deflect to the side, but you leave your armpit open as it goes into your shell and strikes you. You suffer 19 plus Let's see here. That would be +6. So that would be... What is that? 25 points of piercing damage. I need a con save from you.
Alright, did you all reduce that or no?
Yeah, because it
I
would have
did
been
not.
doubled
I did
because it
not.
was a crit.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Technically, it would have just gone up and back down. So it would have been like 50 and then reduced back to 25.
Alright. And then con save, you said?
Yep. As they try to pump poison into your body.
Imagine needing to worry about poison.
I know, right? Guess you couldn't be.
25.
What'd you say?
25.
Yeah, no. You managed to grab and pull the tail out of you as it seems to pump the same poison that seems to spark just a little bit, not as much. The little the pre-cum doesn't enter into your body.
The synchronicity.
Anyways, end of their turns. Moros.
Yeah.
You have one action this turn as you just solder these individuals. You look down towards the lake and you see it's like all breaking apart. You see Gesh isn't coming up. You see the sword seems to burn hot. Orkin grabs it and he's just rushing across the lake, killing these things.
Yeah, and Okrin is how far away from me?
Orkin would be about 50 feet from you.
Alright, he can handle them. I'll,
You feel like
turn
the
back.
you feel the control over the whole monster vanish.
Ah. Well, creature will drown at the bottom of the lake anyways. I will walk towards the corpses of my killed drakes
Okay.
and attempt to turn one of them into thralls, because I'll have to do... Unless you would allow me to do it, the bite as a action, and then a, like, blood infusion, like, cut myself for blood to pour into it as a bonus action.
Well, you have to make a bite attack on it first, right?
Yeah,
What does
it says on the vampire thing, it's either fails a bite attack save or a blood infusion.
Yeah,
is
so you
how
can
I
use either.
turn-
You can use either or.
Yeah, so what I'm asking is, can I bite action
Well, I will
one
say
of them?
this: the bite action specifically is if the creature has blood, because you are draining in and then pushing out infected blood into them.
Okay.
So you get the feeling these creatures don't have blood anymore.
Really? It's been like a couple seconds.
You
You-
literally dehydrated them.
You cooked all of their blood, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, their blood is
hungry.
vapor now.
Oh,
So
well then
you could give
I
them
can't
some of
do
your
that.
blood, but that would be an action per one to do.
Okay, I kind of really want to do it to the big boss. That was my initial plan, but they fell into the water.
You don't have the regeneration ability yet.
Not yet, but I did kill them. So my wizard sub feat did trigger, and I gained 16 health. What that is Grim Harvest.
Yes,
And
I
they
understand.
will-
I understand.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure everyone was informed. I'll do it to one of them. Yeah, I'll kneel down and like grab a small dagger or whatever, because I have one, and cut like my palm and try to put blood into this creature's body.
Okay. Go ahead and just make me a general sleight of hand. This would be sleight of hand check. I'll give you advantage here because it's not resisting.
All right.
It's literally
No.
dead.
13 and dirty 20.
13 and dirty 20. As the blood drips in, you watch it seep into the creature's mouth. And you watch its wounds. You watch its red fog pour over it. This blood red fog. As you see its wounds begin to heal back up, the cracked charcoal begins to fall off, and you see a growl begins to come out of its mouth as it takes one step up and a second one. As it clambers up, you could see the spikes on its body become like tree branches. Other small spikes are growing out of it. You can see it's growing larger. Its tail becomes more frantic. You can see its claws grow larger, and it grows these large saber-tooth-like fangs in the center of its mouth. As you see its eyes go completely red, and it seems to look towards you. Make me a charisma. This would be a contested charisma check against it.
Okay, I have.
You
a
have
plus
advantage. You
5.
have advantage. Yes, as well.
19 and 24.
You watch as the creature like looks at you, and you stare at it with a dominating face, and it seems to just bow down to you.
Hell yeah. Did my critical do anything extra?
That's what it was. You didn't have to
Oh,
make
yeah.
2 checks. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it is
Um,
completely submissive to you now.
Yeah.
It calls you.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have my necromancer. This wasn't animate dead, so I'm not sure if my necromancer undead thralls subclass ability would activate or do anything to it.
We'll have to look that over because I didn't expect
Yeah.
Undead Thrall to be used with this shit.
Yeah, we can just it doesn't matter. It specifies I need to cast animate dead, but
Then I'd say
we
no
can
for
just
now.
say no.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it
let's
is a
talk about
thrall in technicality.
Yeah. You're such a good boy, and I'll pat it on its head.
Okay, as you pat it on its head, it gets warned. What?
Huh?
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 Huh? Huh?
Oh,
Huh?
I'm gonna have 2 of these
Huh?
motherfuckers, baby. You are all you're all so fucking dumb.
This just turned into such full of nonsense.
Anyways, as you successfully feed this creature, that is your action. Anything else on your turn?
Well, the only thing I have left is a bonus action, and I'm going to not do anything with that. I'll move closer towards the other one though.
You'll shake
Like I'll
your
get into
hips.
position. Yeah.
Anyways, you'll move closer to the other one as it's like right next to the other one. You just like get closer to it and stare at it. Anyways, end of your turn. It is now your turn, Gashiel.
Yeah. So the big alpha is currently dying and drowning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It looks like it's pretty fucking injured. It's like bleeding heavily from your attacks.
I'm trying to pick it up and try to get myself and it out of the.
Make a strength check, an athletics check here, because you are in heavy armor trying to pick up this large creature that probably weighs over 1,000 pounds and swim up.
14. Shit.
Do you have a demon? You don't have any more. I will allow you to try, and I will allow you to try again with advantage if you drop your sword and your shield. By the way, at the start of your turn, because you are underwater, you suffer 40 reduced to 10 points of cold damage. And that number's going to increase.
Okay. I will specifically stick them into the ground so they won't just like flow away.
Okay, make another athletics check for me. This will be the technical advantage.
28.
28. It takes the entire turn, but you manage to bring this creature to the surface as you keep its head above water. The lake is just... At this point, there's no ice here. It's all been shattered. Like, except for where Okran is currently running on. There's, like, maybe a small bit of ice, but this creature is starting to go unconscious from lack of air, and as you bring it up, it seems to be lulling to unconsciousness.
Like, I would have expected to get up there considering I have 3 actions.
Yeah, but this is, like... You are carrying... The creature itself is 3,500 pounds.
Okay, yeah, that is very difficult.
It is a
for me.
heavily armored creature, 10 feet long in nature, with horns, and you're careful not to touch the sparking parts of its lightning horns.
Yeah, so I will try to like get it out of the water.
Okay, with the rest of your turn, you try to get to the edge of the lake, but it's a 30-foot climb from the edge of the lake, unfortunately. And that ends your turn.
Okay.
End of your turn. Let's see, who is it now? Alpha rolls. It seems to not be dying as badly.
Alright, I could have. Oh, I forgot. Shit, never mind.
Okran, as you see the two of them, you see Gesh pull the alpha one out, and you see Moros feed one of it its her blood, and it seems to bow down to her in respect. What are you doing?
So, we still have the others, though, correct?
The other two, yes, that are currently in battle with you.
Alright. Onwards to those other two.
They're right next to you.
They're 55 feet.
55.
Oh, I thought they flanked them.
No, I thought, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they would have flanked. They would have flanked. You're right.
Alright, so since they're right frickin' there, we're going to just slam it with the sword.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks.
This is really funny.
25.
It is.
It's crit.
It's 22 bludgeoning damage, doubled
It-
to 44.
It's dead. It's dead. As you take your sword and it seems to bite, this one was the one that pierced into you. You take its tail, throw it up, and just baseball bat it into the side wall as it just shatters against it and falls to the lake, dying. As the other one, go ahead and make your next attack in it.
Get another crit right now. What did I say?
17.
17. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That's 25.
25.
Double to 50.
It is still alive.
Damage.
Oh snap!
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get a meme here. That's them. Anyways, so as this one is thrown to the wall, you take your sword and backhand it with the pommel in the face. You see it like stars start to appear above its head. Yeah, no, it manages to avoid being stunned as it stares at you. And does that end your turn?
That will end my turn.
Okay. It's now its turn as it stares at you. It's gonna take disengage and start running away. As it climbs up and out of the area, and its speed is 60, so it's gone.
So you said the one that was right behind me?
Yes, but it disengaged.
Damn. My speed's 55, though. I could almost get it. Almost!
Unfortunately,
You could-
not fast enough.
I know, Dad.
You could dash after it and throw your sword, like, because you're a giant.
At this point, Okran, you manage to get to the sides and hold on as the ice completely cracks. As you pull the other creature out of the pool. What are we doing?
Oh, are we not in combat anymore?
No.
Okay.
You guys didn't make any more bad jokes, so I didn't add any more in.
Alright.
I make a bad joke.
Guess you better act quickly. Morris is self-serving. The second she finishes the second one, she's gonna turn the alpha into a thrall.
Yeah,
I'm giving you
will.
this time.
Yeah, I will like get the alpha back on shore.
Okay, make me another athletics check because you're pulling it up a 30-foot fucking wall.
I like how this epic battle is going down. Iotis is still like lost in the Feywilds.
I was gonna get to that right now. As you're like, huh? Huh?
19.
Huh? 19, you managed to bring up the creature, but Iotis, as you're walking through, you suddenly see one of these creatures, heavily injured, like, immediately just rush past you at fast speeds. And you're like, huh, interesting. Who cares? And you just keep walking. Eventually, it doesn't seem to be bothering you, so you don't want to fuck with it.
That was almost interesting enough for me to investigate. Anyways.
Almost. Eventually, you get to the edge of a lake, and you see your allies heavily beaten. A few of them. Well, Gesh specifically. But you, Moros, slit your wrist again, so you do suffer because you are giving it your blood. How much blood are you giving it, I should ask, specifically?
Oh,
It's not just
how
one
much would
point.
I...
I would say I would say you would have to roll. You'd take a D10 of damage. So let me roll those.
Okay, I'll...
3 and 7, and you cannot resist the damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, I imagine. I don't have any resistances beyond necrotic anyways.
Okay, so you suffer 10 damage total.
Okay, then I'm at 61
You see,
now.
Moros is currently in her boxers, just feeding blood to these corpses. As you see, on the other side, Gesh is currently giving CPR to one of the bigger creatures. As at this point, Okran climbs up next to you, and what is Okran doing?
I just realized I've messed up on the damage, but that's done and over with. I'm gonna have to ask you a question afterwards. Okran is just kind of sighing, and he looks at the sword. You know, I really would have preferred not to have been burned when I was trying to fight.
Prove yourself, then.
I'm fairly certain I did by caving in skulls.
No response.
Do I hear the sword, or is it...
No, you just see him talking to the sword.
I look over at Okran. Okran, you know that's an inanimate object, right?
Far from it.
One more
Weapons
spike to
can
add
have
to the party.
sentience, in case you forgot.
Sure. I just walk away from shaking my head. God damn it.
Okay.
Are you the only
always-
smart
you're
person in this
always-
party?
I'm the
Anyways.
only sane one here. I look up, see Gesh. Ooh.
As you start to fly over towards Gesh, Gesh, what are you doing as you brought this creature out of the pond?
I will use my body of eternity points to stabilize it.
You stabilize it with your body of eternity. As it stands up, it seems to stare at you. Gesh, roll me initiative in this duel.
Oh.
I will declare that this is a duel towards the other party members.
Okay. Well, doesn't matter
Shit.
if they get into the
9.
duel. You go first.
Okay, I think it goes without say that my attack... Oh shit, I only have my fists.
So like, yeah. So as you like stand up, you're like your sword.
Well,
Uh-oh.
fist.
Oh.
As the creature's like getting down, ready to pounce, you're over there like, haha, huh, huh, huh.
You know what?
Oh, shit.
Start whooping its
Yeah,
ass.
I am using my divine adrenaline.
You already used it.
I know. It's 2 points to use it.
Okay. As you activate it again, you guys watch as like he's glitching in space, golden in color.
And-
Jeez.
And this counts, just for clarification, this counts as a draconic, right?
This is the dragon, yes.
As a dragonoid. Okay. I will just go towards it and just do the aura. I will just punch it repeatedly. And I'm gonna accent search on that.
Okay. So, go ahead and make your attack rolls, please.
Oh shit! The
Oh my
lowest one
God.
is a 20.
What the fuck, bro?
Bro,
Yeah, Cash, come on.
Hey man, higher strength.
None of them are crits, however, so that's good. So, what is your strength score?
8, so all of them are 9. That's
so,
6
well, no,
times
it's 8 times. It would be your strength score, so 8 times 15
Plus
because this
one.
is a duel.
Yeah, it's +1.
Well, it's a
Oh.
duel, and my duels work. If you're fist fighting, it's 8 times 15. Well, so it would be your
8?
strength score times 15. Well, strength modifier, sorry. So
times.
as you 8 times 15 is 8. So you go in the first punt, you like go and grab its face, take it and just uppercut its jaw. Second strike straight into the face as you then grab its and that's doubled because it's the first 2 hits you like nearly knock it out, take it by its tail and swing it into a tree as it seems to just stop moving, and you just continue to pound it just because you're moving so fast, and you stop and you see that it is, let's see here, it would have taken 3 hits. Roll me a perception check or a medicine check, your choice, to see if you kill it or not, because in this duel you could still kill it.
Oh no.
We're seeing if you have enough time to stop yourself in this battle. Yeah, it's basically that. It's basically
Yeah.
Itadori
But-
versus bad guy.
But wouldn't I have hit it with non-lethal because that was my plan from the start?
Unfortunately, the speed of your fists and the damage they
Please.
deal.
Please.
Bro, you dealt like
Sounds very good.
160 in the first turn, man.
Yeah, that was because I forgot how your duels were.
Doesn't matter. This thing was ready to kill you. It's a duel to the death in technicality. It's a
Can
duel
I
to one. Yeah.
Can I-
roll a medicine or perception check, please,
Can I
or
at
a
least
wisdom
get
saving throw.
advantage?
And yes, I will give you advantage.
Thanks.
That was your initiation here. You wanted
10.
10.
Okay,
So
Please
it takes
don't.
1 death saving throw fail. Roll again.
Oh god,
Technically,
it's
technically, I'll count these as 1 because it's still in a duel in technicality. But it would be 2 in normal.
Can he get the effect of my aura? Because I did say I was heading over towards him.
You're not there yet. This is like
Not-
6 seconds. Yeah.
Jesus
Press
Christ.
As a precaution, could I with every hit just expend 10 points so I don't kill it?
No, you never said
Oh.
you were doing that. I told you it was looking bad, and you still fucking beat the shit out of it.
Established
16.
dominance.
This one, on the second hit, you do still give it a death save, but you realize, oh shit, it's starting to get like it's already unconscious. I'm about to kill this motherfucker. As you go for your third strike, let's see if you stop yourself in time. Go ahead.
Bro! God, there's... Oh shit!
Gosh, don't
The
worry
DC is
about
lowered
it.
now. The DC is lowered.
You got this. You got
Please.
this.
Come on.
16.
The DC was lowered to 16 from that last success. So as you go to punch, you're not going to make it in time, so you stop and turn yourself as you punch into a tree. And you guys watch, this tree just shatters as the creature falls to the ground, bleeding out at the moment. What are you doing, Gesh?
I would just put my divine points into it to like keep it from dying.
Okay. Go ahead and waste a few bits of energy for that.
Okay, how many points would I have wasted in total?
You mean points of eternity?
Yes,
I'd
from the
I'd say 10 to bring it back up, and then if you want to get rid of its death saving throws, it'd be 20 per death saving throw.
I'm. Wasn't it 10?
It's 10 per one. Sorry, 20 in total. Sorry, so 20 in total. If you wanted to spend 20, you can make it stable again.
And for the leg one, also 20?
Yes. I believe
Okay.
that was it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So as you
Yes.
like you beat the shit out of it, and then you just reach down and flick it on its forehead, and it seems to come back to consciousness. As it does, it stands up and growls at you before sitting down and licking its wounds, seemingly having been invested.
Moros flies in and takes a chunk out of its neck.
If you were trying to do that, you would get one hell of a haymaker.
I fly in and I hit it with every
I-
single expended spell slot of my divine smite.
Ochre comes in and throws his. No.
We all just fucking dogpile it.
Again,
You're
I
just
don't have
talking.
any weapons, but as you just saw, I can still
this
hit
point-
haymakers.
At this point, as you're standing there, Gesh, triumphant. Where is it? You know that scene in One Piece where like Whitebeard is behind the admiral and it's just like menacing.
Yes.
We just see Eotis standing behind you.
What? Yoda, where did you come from?
Guess you look quite cold. This looks serious. We should probably take off all our clothes and cuddle together for warmth.
Bro.
Yoda!
Gesh, you suffer 56 reduced to 28, reduced to 14 cold damage. You are freezing. At this point, I assume Moros comes in and like punches Eotis, right? Or tells him to defecate.
I got my 2
Can I
points.
suplex him?
Sure. You grab Eotis to hug him,
Oh, you're
and
so
Eotis, do you resist the hug?
I hug him back.
Roll an attack roll. Roll an arm strike, Gesh.
Is this an advantage because it's not resisted?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Nat 20. Aw.
Really?
No.
Nah.
What's your
Use
AC?
DM first. 14.
It's critical hit.
That's good.
So
that's
that is. I would
18.
consider this a duel. I'll consider this a duel. 8 times 15 is 80. 120, right?
I watched them.
Right? 120 times 2 is 240. Are you being lethal or non-lethal?
Non-leaf.
I will
No,
allow
Only
it.
if you do 240 damage.
Eotis, what is your max HP?
117.
You would have killed him.
Yeah,
You would have legit just killed Eotis. Him trying to be non-lethal, he suplexes you. You break his spine, his skull. You see blood just pours out of his mouth and orifices, and he just like you let go of him, and he just falls onto the ground.
Before I fall into unconsciousness, I just.
Well,
You what?
at
Eotis, roll me an intelligence save.
at least, well, at least now I know that I haven't lost any of my strength.
Oh, so
15.
killing
Eotis,
that guy.
reduce your intelligence by
15 points.
3.
Is that permanent?
Brain damage, yeah.
Oh god! That was not. I didn't thought the goblin would pull out another duel here. But
Wait,
hey,
what's your intelligence at this point?
I'm not the dumbest anymore.
No,
I have
because this is
intelligence of
important.
6.
You're so close away from being just dead. A mental stat
you're
of a certain
5
score.
points. You're 5 points away. You're. Hold on. Gesh, what's yours?
7. I'm smarter.
Yeah, because you caused him serious brain damage.
Is this treatable?
No, not unless you
Not-
can go into his head and shit.
Wait,
can.
we have Well of Eternity words left. Would that help? Because it's
Maybe you're unsure, but like as he's like unconscious, you can't tell he has brain damage. You know, Moros, you come over and you just see he's just on the ground, sprawled, a little bit of his brain matter coming out of his ears.
I might have been a little bit too harsh.
I'd boop you on the
I'm guessing
nose.
at this point I'd made a
You're
charade.
such an idiot.
Okrin, you see this from across the lake. You see like the entire lake shudders as the hit slams him into the ground.
God damn it. I'm gonna start running over there.
Alright, you run around the lake and you're gonna get there like in a minute or two.
You're such an idiot to Gesha. Gesha,
I
you
know.
know, I'm not sure what to call you.
Yeah, sure. The shield.
Yo, just stop
Yes.
being more moronic than usual. Get up.
Why does this sound so flirty for Moros?
I don't know.
Morris is in a good mood. She has 2 attack drakes.
My skull is cracked open.
She's in a
brains
good
spilling
mood.
out.
She's in a good mood.
I'm in a good mood, yeah.
I'm
Get up.
actively dying on the floor, and you guys are like,
I cast command, get up.
It's been about a day, right? Since you guys, since you got turned into a vampire, correct?
No, I think this is the...
No,
Well,
this is the
actually-
next day. This is
Yeah.
the next day.
At
Uh,
this
yeah,
point, it's
yeah.
about a day.
Let's see here. Where is it? Per tier. You are starting to get a little bit thirsty as you look down towards the bloody brain matter. But you are fine for the moment. You have 2 more days till you need to drink at least a quart of blood. Or other form of thing. Out of character, like... Can you guys still hear me? Hello? Hello?
What?
Testing? Can you
Hello?
Or other what?
We can hear you
So,
now.
like, for example, Serena Vaughn, how do I explain this without it sounding kinky?
And
Drains the cum.
No. She doesn't like men.
you need to be sucking out some of that special sauce.
No, she breastfeeds any of her thralls to an extent.
What the fuck?
If they enter into a frenzy of sorts, she breastfeeds them. Because it's her essence to an extent, so...
I
Well,
want to
only
become
only special ones, specifically. But other
want-
ones, she just gives them some blood. But, yeah.
I want to become a follower first.
Hey guys, I'm
Oh, well,
still
if you want to,
dying
I'll
on
bite
the
your neck.
floor.
Make me a death save, Yodas.
Wait, oh shit, I forgot
You
to
gotta
heal
heal
him.
him. I don't have the
Yeah,
ability.
I'll heal him.
18.
You're fine, but you're like...
Can I stabilize him?
Guess, you're lucky, because if he rolled 1 lower, he would not be able to read or write.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
He can barely read or write any of the languages he knows. Like, it's
So-
horrible.
So can I.
I took the fucking what's
He
it
took
called?
the bonk.
I took the Eyes of the Runekeeper as my warlock thing, so I could read all writing, and you almost just made it immediately.
You know what's
What
funny? Hold on,
is-
give me 1 second. Go ahead.
Would Eyes of the
Yeah.
Runekeeper have negated that terrible intelligence meaning?
No.
Oh, so that would have been fucking
He'd
useless.
like he'd look at them and like recognize the lettering, but he wouldn't know what they mean.
Oh god. I turned to the like, you wanna
Oh.
accompany us? Or
What languages do you know, by the way, Eodis?
I know Celestial, Common, Primordial, and the basic.
And the basic what?
The basics of Draconic.
Okay, roll me a d12.
Oh
no.
god, he's gonna forget all.
You're gonna forget one of those
Well.
languages.
A
12?
perfect 12.
Oh god.
Come on, make it the good brain damage, where I like take a bit of brain damage and I can suddenly do math really well.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So as you're
Oh.
like standing up a little bit, you look towards like some of the glowing mushrooms in the forest, and they seem to be speaking. As you hear, And you hear, "What a fucking idiot." As Eotis like starts to like stand up, he starts to speak to you guys, but he's not speaking in a language many of you understand. Do any of you speak Undercommon?
No.
I
No.
do. I
can
do. I speak
understand-
Undercommon.
You can understand what he's saying. He is speaking Undercommon. Go ahead and add Undercommon to your languages, Eotis.
Damn, Dexter Motherfuckers almost got me there. Oh,
Yeah,
Got the
big
good
brains.
brain damage.
Wait, does that mean I understand the fungus?
No, that's just something crazy he's seeing.
Okay.
Because of brain damage.
Yeah.
I'll get speak with planes.
Yes,
I-
please do. I want to
There,
speak to my
there are no mushrooms there.
I turn to the drake and say, I friend now, or you gonna go away?
It licks its chops and just stares at you. Oh, it can speak, that's right. In Draconic, you hear, "You have bested me." Sorry, no, you hear, "You have bested me." No, I'm fucking with you. Let me roll, because I never rolled to see if it had a penis or not.
The penis roll.
Uh,
the most
Gesh,
important.
which one? 51 and higher is male or female? Because I'm not looking at the dice right now. I want to be surprised myself.
Female.
Female.
51 or higher female.
50. Ah.
Oh my
So you see
god.
this big schlong, you hear, "You have bested me. I am at your service."
Oh.
Yeah, cool.
Oh man. the
Right
big-
here.
Wow, cool. Next.
Yeah, I just okay. Give me a second. I need to retrieve something out of the lake as I jump back in to retrieve my sword and shield.
Gesh, as soon as you
Oh,
jump
I-
into the lake,
Yeah. God damn it, Gash.
you are freezing to death, Gesh.
I know.
You never fixed that.
Gash, come on.
I'll save you. I jump in after him and just
Yeah,
die.
Yours.
Gash, you suffer 30 reduced to 15 points because it's our. Actually, no. Yeah, no. You don't have the extra resistance, so you take 30 points of cold damage in total.
Yeah.
Tell me when you go unconscious.
I am good.
How much are you at?
67.
Ooh, you're gonna die on the way back, motherfucker.
No, I still have a body of eternity points, which now I'm gonna spend 60 off.
Okay. Just so you know, as you pump it into yourself, you feel the warmth pass through you. This is the body of eternity points are the only way to get rid of frostbite. Just so you are aware, unless you take fire damage, because
Am I able to
cool.
cast-
because
am I able to cast-
the frostbite completely negate. It's a natural thing, so it wouldn't affect Moros, but it affects you. It completely negates you being able to heal that health back. It reduces your max HP too.
Am I able to
Damn.
cast Hellish Rebuke on Gesh?
No.
No,
Well, they'd have to attack you first.
he attacked
did.
you a long time ago, so no.
Okay.
Actually, with a
I was gonna
6, let me check something.
I was gonna warm him up.
Can a character with a 6 intelligence cast spells?
Good point.
Well, it depends on what kind of spellcasters.
Yeah, his
doesn't
is charisma, but
Yeah. I have a really high
thing
charisma. I'm
is-
just not smart.
thing is, he doesn't get his spells from. He doesn't. he
yeah, I
doesn't
know, Gesh,
use-
I know. But anyway, so Gesh, as you swim down, you eventually grab your items and come back up. As you come back up, you suffer. Because it's not just a quick thing.
I know.
68 reduced to 34 reduced to 17 cold damage. As you eventually get back out, you are shivering to the point where your nipples are pointed at the moment.
I'm
Underneath
getting
the
another.
breastplate.
I'm getting another 10 of my body of eternity
How many
points.
do you have left, man?
20.
Okay. You are like shivering. You guys can see that she is like at the point of like frostbite has grown across her body, and every time she like breathes for a second, it seems to dissipate a little bit, but then starts to grow again. She is about to freeze to death. You have
Alright,
a
Gesh.
few minutes maybe until she freezes to death. She needs to get somewhere warm quickly. She needs to get out of this cold clothing, and she needs to get some new clothing on, and also stop being wet.
Okay.
Hold on.
Am I over there
Right.
at this point?
You are, yes. At this point, Okrin appears.
Yes, come here.
Okay.
I'm going to let's see, with some, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna pull out my great axe, expend another use of rage to infuse it with fire.
I figured.
Hold this fort here, and stand near
Thanks.
this. Well, I
Okay.
can't actually let go of it. I just realized. Like if I give it to him, I'm pretty sure it stops.
Yeah, it stops. That's what I was gonna say. I will say, as you're standing next to the Magma Heart's sword, it still does radiate heat, even if it's not activated.
Wait. We do not have any spare clothes with us, do we?
What?
Any what?
Spare clothes
As
for
you
my
look
character.
around towards your friends, you look at Eodis's ripped clothing, you look at the turtle who I don't even think wears
Yeah, no.
clothing. You look towards
I mean,
your
I got
you
the
look,
bare bones.
you look towards Moros, you're like, come on, Mora, and you see that she's in her boxers and in her underwear at the in his underwear at the moment. Her tits just out because she's not wearing a bra.
Wait a minute. They
Yeah, you
ripped my
just-
shirt open?
Yeah, the creatures were literally clawing at you, motherfucker.
Fair. I have 2 coats though. I have one from
Yeah,
the old
so-
Starbreaker camp.
So she's like, yeah, that one's pretty destroyed though, a little bit. So like you would have to. I think you mended it actually, right?
I have mending.
So
I
she
can just
does.
mend my clothes
She has Zarius's cloak on, but you can still see the front boob a little bit. And she has the other cloak. I mean, if you want to give it to her, as she's asking.
Alright, well first I'll mend it so it actually can function.
Okay.
Don't worry,
And
Gesh. I can warm you up.
No,
Fuck no.
with my finger.
I think we need to keep you away from Guest for a
I'll
while.
I'll mend the old captain's cloak. I think it's like white and gold, and then I'll toss it at Gesh, and I'll mend my own clothing so my tit isn't
Thanks.
hanging out, and go find my pants.
Okay. Unfortunately, when Gesh fell into the water, he took your pants with him, so they would be underwater.
I'm not going back there.
You mend your clothing, however, but you're just full boxers at this point, and it's very.
I'll
Can
button up
we-
my red trench coat so it can at least be
Can we-
semi-covered.
Couldn't we both just use like Oakland's tree as like cover?
Well, here's the thing: you're still in wet, cold clothing. Even if
Yeah,
you're next to
I-
a fire, it's not going to do anything.
I would switch my clothing to only the coat and then stand
Eodis
on
watches
top
you
of...
the entire time.
Nope, I
Yeah,
would hide.
am
I would hide.
staring at you.
No,
I
I'll
would try-
command my
I
beast
would-
over and get Gesh some privacy.
Okay. As you do switch out your clothing, you basically have to take everything off and just put this cloak on, so it is still cold outside. But you do use, I'd say you guys have a bit of fabric on you at the moment with your materials, because you do have fabric on you at times. So you use that. That stuff will need to dry in the future if you ever want to sell it or whatnot. But you do manage to dry yourself off to an extent that's necessary. Over the next minute or so, and over the next few minutes, so I'm going to still roll damage for you, but this will probably be the last source of damage as long as you're next to heat until you get back to the ship.
I can summon fire.
I'm just gonna keep you near me because I'm not the one that's
97 reduced to 48, reduced to 24 points of cold
Damn.
damage. At this point,
Thank God.
Okrin puts you on his shell and holds the axe on his shoulder as it's burning. I assume the other naked lady jumps on the shell too.
Yeah, I'm gonna rest on my usual spot.
Okay, you rest on a rock. I'm not gonna go into the details of what that is. Anyways,
Yeah.
as you both sit there, you eventually
It's in the turtle dick.
rock dildo.
Okrin. Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with. Those like sawhorses. Anyways, Okrin. Eodis is definitely brain damaged as he's like drooling to the side and speaking to mushrooms that don't exist there.
I agree, mushrooms. Gesh does have a fat ass.
You can see him like scratching his head where it like broke open. You could see like scabs that formed, and he's like breaking them open a little bit.
I hear this. I am flattered, but you're not the
You can't
type.
understand him. He's speaking uncommon. I can understand him.
Yeah, but generally, I think.
No, like you
Yashiel
literally
has
can't
noticed.
understand him.
Yeah, but I think Yashiel has noticed that he was trying to hit on her.
I literally walked.
Well, you're
up behind you.
intelligent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
I
intelligence is
literally
pretty low. I'd say no.
I walked up behind you, concerned for your health, and you just suplexed me and give me brain damage.
Sure,
Mm,
sure, it was
yeah,
concern
like
for you.
that alone would have been enough to notice.
Anyways,
That was the whole why he got suplexed.
so, Okrin, this forest is
Yeah.
starting to get a little bit darker and much colder, and you don't know if your fire will be enough to warm the two naked individuals up at the moment.
Could I
They have to
use
stop?
Lightbringer to warm us?
No.
No, that would harm me, Dash. Don't you dare bring
Alright.
that out.
Yeah, you
It would
could. You
kill
can.
them.
You can.
No, don't do that. Don't you dare.
Out of character, it's not a fire sword. The damage of the sword is fire, but that's because it's made of radiant light.
Would
I
the
don't have
character
detective
know
energy.
this is a bad idea?
Make an intelligence
she would
check.
No.
I'll say make a religion check, because you do know she's a vampire.
I'm giving you advantage. I see you trying to pull it out, and
Yeah,
I'm telling
as
you,
you
no,
as you
don't
go to
do
pull it out, she
that.
says no, but go ahead and roll a religion check.
I have.
That one thing.
You know that this
Oh,
sword,
thank God.
that one, you know when they say a wrong clock strikes at least right once a day?
Yeah.
Like, twice.
You feel the gears like burn. You guys see actual smoke coming out of her ears.
I mean, I
That
dare
would
say
be-
that might get rid of the frostbite.
That would be a stupid move.
Shit.
Don't you
What
dare.
else do I have that could heat?
I can heal you.
I don't think
I am
she
talking to
wants-
the mushroom.
So,
I'm having a full-on conversation with the mushroom.
are you guys returning, or are you staying in this forest and dying of hypothermia?
No, we're going
We're
back.
returning.
Yeah.
The hypothermia is so nice.
Okay, Yoda stays and dies. Make a new character.
Alright, jeez.
Wait, actually, Yoda, don't do that.
If he's gonna be fucking stupid, yes.
I was playing the character because he was stupid now, but yeah, I'll follow the party.
Anyways, Iotis follows the party, hopefully. And the party must make a survival check. Okrin, you are the one leading this helm. Make a survival check with advantage with your friends aiding you.
Alright.
I assume the two ladies are huddling for warmth next to the axe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Like back time, man.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't keep it going the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I'm only level 10, so even if you keep punching me, that's 3 minutes, tops.
I'll keep hitting you. Little bonks.
Okay, what's your strength score?
15, so it's a +2.
Alright, 3 minutes, that's 6, 12, 18 turns. 18 times 3 is 30, plus 3, so 42?
Reduce.
No, 8, 16, 24. 44 reduced to 22 points of bludgeoning damage to you by the time 3 minutes ends. And you're still... You don't think you're close to the edge of the forest just yet.
Yeah.
At this point, the fire goes out, and the only warming source on you is the Magma Heart Sword. But that is like you have to hold on to it.
Right before it goes out, could I use it to light a torch?
I would
Since I would
say...
know.
I would say... You would know. Make a survival check, I'll say.
If it doesn't, I have Firebolt, so I could possibly.
Okay. You manage to light the torch just in time and hand it to them on your back as you continue
Be
to
careful.
walk. As you continue to walk through, I need another survival check, please.
Okay.
Your
The
advantage.
torch will last like 10 minutes. 21. About halfway into that, you're starting to see the trees are thinning a little bit. You know that you're getting close to the edge of the forest.
I'm gonna speed up my pace some. Grabbing Iotis to make sure he's keeping
Huh?
up.
What? Where are we going?
It's perfectly fine. As you continue, go ahead and make another survival check. With advantage, of course. DC's higher because you're hurrying your pace and not taking your time.
21.
As you're getting towards the edge of the forest, you know you're close, and you can see the place that you and Eotis, were at when the forest shifted and you couldn't find your way out, because you could see all the footprints, but you still don't know where you entered from. If you would like to make a persuasion, an insight, a survival, or an arcana check, any of those, feel free and tell me which one you make.
Okay,
It's getting kind of chilly. I'd like to cast Flaming Sphere to try and warm myself up.
Okay.
let's see.
Ah,
So what were my options again?
Survival, arcana, persuasion, or insight.
Alright.
Persuasion against Fae?
Survival.
Because we have Friend of Fae.
Survival? Okay.
Yeah, because even with that, that's 22.
That was the DC you needed for survival. So, looking around, you eventually find, with Eodis's help, actually, a way out of the
He's
forest.
got him.
You're about a mile up the river. And as you look down, you can see the sunlight. The sunlight is starting to pour in above the island, but the sun hasn't risen above the island just yet. You have about an hour or two before the ship takes off, and you need to get there in an hour.
Alright, yep. Keep moving.
It is a chilly morning. Snow is falling everywhere. As you get out, the torch does end, and so does Flaming Sphere. You have, I'd say, with athletics, if you roll an athletics check, I can tell you how long you're going to take to get there.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
I could take out a torch and firebolt it.
Where would you be keeping it? You have no pants.
I can cast Protection from Energy. And just protect against cold. Try to warm you guys up, like on the inside.
I have a backpack.
You have a
That's true.
backpack?
That's true.
That's impressive.
21.
What?
21. You are making good progress. However, as they're trying to negate this cold energy from killing them through protection from energy, through torches that they're lighting, go ahead and I'd say anybody who's lighting a torch, it's going to take 3 torches worth, so 30 minutes, to navigate this waterfall, like, rapid section, and then cross the river to get close to the base camp. So, if you have more than 1 torch, you can get rid of up to 3 if you want to keep yourself from dying.
Alright, I'll get rid of 3. That's all of them.
Gesh, how many torches do you have?
Give me a second, I need to...
Actually, you can't use them because they're completely soaked.
Right.
So, Gesh,
Yeah.
you are sitting with Moros, you are fine. As you guys eventually get to the base camp, the sun is rising, you're naked. Individuals are staring at you strangely. Some of them are like, she made me bark yesterday, I think she's into me.
See my strong, big beast intimidate them into silence.
Your beasts do come in at the end, and they are like, "Okay, never mind. I'm good.
Yeah,
She's already
and then
got a
me-
dog. I guess I can't pee hers then."
And then me with my bigger beast.
And then a larger beast does come in as well. And mind you, the time it took to get here was also helping leading these creatures here. Even though they seem to be very athletic and able to move across the river very easily, it seems they are unsure of where we're going. So, as you eventually make your way with your 3 mounts to the edge of the Starbreaker, you see, standing upon the gangplank as everyone seems to be loading up and the camp is being dismantled, a Ronin man. Let me go ahead and get the... I'm gonna have to scroll up through everything, aren't I, motherfuckers?
And I'm very sorry.
Alright. Hold on.
Let me scroll up.
I feel so bad for you.
Do you?
For one reason. 228 inches are laying on his back.
Oh my god.
Don't.
Why would you...
God
Oh,
damn.
yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okran, yeah, you have 2 large dicks on your back.
On his turtle, is there a new call?
Oh, there's gonna be a new cult over here.
I thought
No.
either it's gonna be over Geshield's ass or the dicks.
I think this one will make more sense. Copy image. Paste. I think this one. You see, jump to present, a Ronin-like man standing upon the edge of the gangplank. He wears this purple, high-shouldered cloak, not cloak, jack. That has a high collar to it. On the back is this golden lotus design. There's small dragon-like insignias on his right and left. What are those called? The jack shoulders. Underneath, on this Ronin garb, you could see these very loose-fitting sleeves, and then these bands that come to gloves on his hands, which are gold and purple and black. You could see corded rope around his waist that goes around the cloak and around his garb, which is a traditional kimono? No, that's not it. It's yukata, I think, right? For males?
Yukata.
Yukata, yeah, a yukata. And you can see a few samurai platings underneath on the top of his sleeves as well. He wields 2 large eastern blades on his back and then 2 smaller ones on his side hip of his left side. There are many lotus and and Japanese kind of designs across his entire body. His face is very Eastern in nature, and it comes to a small chin strap kind of beard that hasn't fully grown in, and a tied up knotted hair bun at the top with some strands coming out. You can see his eyes are a beautiful emerald green. And as he stands there upon the ship, he looks down. Well, looks like you're here finally. Welcome to the Starbreaker. I'm Captain Uruge. Nice to meet you finally. Marked few. And that's where we're going to end the session.